Richard Goodall captured the hearts of so many with his incredible performance of Don't Stop Believing by Journey. But trust us, there's way more to his story than what you saw on TV. From his humble beginnings as a small-town janitor to becoming the viral sensation that took the internet by storm. Richard's journey to fame is packed with surprising twists and turns that America's Got Talent didn't show. Stick with us as we uncover the inspiring story of a man who proved that it's never too late to make your dreams come true. Richard Goodall, a regular guy from Terre Haute, Indiana, was awarded the Golden Buzzer on season 19 of America's Got Talent, the moment every contestant dreams of. His Golden Buzzer moment was pure magic, emotional, heartwarming, and jaw-dropping. But behind Richard's remarkable success, there's a secret, one that's both emotional and truly inspiring. What we learned about him might just blow your mind. But before we get into the juicy details, let's take a look at his early life and the struggles that helped push him to stardom. Richard Goodall was born and raised in a small town in Indiana, where he grew up surrounded by family and friends who might not have had much to offer, but always gave him their unwavering support. It was here that Richard discovered his love for music. His trusty Radio Shack stereo became his best mate, and he'd lock himself in his bedroom, singing along to his favorite songs and dreaming of a future that always seemed just out of reach. In high school, he joined the choir, which helped him develop his vocal skills. As time passed, Richard's love for music only deepened, and as an adult, he joined a gospel choir, where he sang for 8 years until it was shut down due to the coronavirus pandemic. Music became Richard's way of connecting with people, and he was driven by the desire to make an impact through his voice. He didn't care about fancy things. He just wanted to chase his dreams. But as he grew older, the reality of life's responsibilities and the need for financial stability took over his musical aspirations. With college out of reach, Richard knew he needed a steady job to make ends meet. So he took a job as a janitor at Chauncey Rose Middle School. While it wasn't glamorous, the job offered stability. Even though it didn't fulfill his true passion, Richard approached his work with pride, turning even the most mundane tasks into something memorable for both the students and teachers. For 23 years, Richard never missed a beat, taking out the trash, sweeping the floors, and wiping the tables, all while ensuring the school was a safe and clean place for everyone. But despite the humble nature of his job, Richard never let go of his love for music. While doing his daily duties, he'd sing his heart out, filling the halls with his beautiful voice. It didn't take long for students and teachers to notice. They were captivated by his unique talent and encouraged him to share his gift with the world beyond Indiana. Their praise lifted his spirits and reignited his determination to pursue his dream. For Richard, singing was more than just a hobby. It was his way of spreading joy. He loved making people smile and helping them forget their worries, even if just for a few minutes. "I just like people to smile and have fun and forget their problems for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, however long the song is," he said. Richard grabbed every chance he could to inspire others through his music. His reputation as the singing janitor grew quickly, and he became a popular figure at school events, especially during Veterans Day celebrations, where he often sang "God Bless the USA" by Lee Greenwood. His voice not only filled the room, but also gave hope to aspiring singers, showing them that dreams could come true. The students adored him and affectionately called him Mr. Richard. While some saw his job as menial and without a future, Richard saw it as an opportunity to teach discipline and life lessons. "Being a janitor or a custodian, you have a certain platform," he explained. "The kids love you, you love them. They know that you do quite possibly the humblest job in the whole school. And as a custodian, I would teach them the small things. Yes, sir. No, sir. Please. Thank you. And those are the small things. I'm not a teacher, but you can still teach people life lessons, and those things are immeasurable." Richard's dedication to both his job and music showed his deep love for serving others. Outside of his work at the school, he was also part of a local band in Terre Haute, Indiana, called Menopause. The band played at local bars and sometimes even on the streets, providing Richard with an outlet to perform and release his worries. Despite the challenges life threw his way, Richard's passion for music never faltered. He remained committed, unknowingly preparing himself for the big break that would take him from the halls of Chauncey Rose Middle School to a stage that would change his life forever. Richard's decision to audition for America's Got Talent was a big leap, one that was heavily encouraged by his students at school. At first, he wasn't sure if he was ready to take on the challenge again, especially after the disappointments of auditioning for America's Got Talent back in 2009 and later The Voice. Those experiences made him feel like he just wasn't good enough, but his students, always supportive, reminded him of his undeniable talent. And with their encouragement, Richard decided to give AGT another shot. Even though he was hopeful, he kept his expectations in check, knowing deep down that he was more than capable. In 2024, Richard finally found himself on the famous AGT stage, living out a dream he'd nearly given up on. Standing before the legendary judges, Simon Cowell, Sofia Vergara, Heidi Klum, and Howie Mandel, he couldn't help but feel a rush of nervousness. The moment felt surreal, knowing this was his chance to showcase his talent to the world. Though he tried to keep calm, his anxiety was clear. But then, Simon Cowell's reassuring words, "Shake off those nerves. We are here. We are rooting for you, Richard." And the crowd's cheers gave him the strength to carry on. Taking a deep breath, Richard launched into his performance. The moment he belted out the first lines of "Don't Stop Believin'," any doubts from the judges and audience melted away. Simon gave him a nod of approval. Heidi clapped enthusiastically, and Howie grinned from ear to ear. The audience was fully behind him, showering him with applause and giving him a standing ovation. The atmosphere in the room was electric, and Richard's performance was unforgettable. The positive reaction from the crowd gave him the confidence boost he needed, reaffirming that he was exactly where he belonged. As the judges gave their verdict, Richard was overwhelmed with emotion, tears of joy streaming down his face. Simon Cowell's words hit him right in the heart. "You are my hero because that was special, genuinely special, and I think America is going to love you." Then Judge Howie Mandel added, "You cleaned up the performance," and Richard felt the love and appreciation. But what happened next was beyond his wildest dreams. With the audience holding their breath, Heidi Klum showered Richard with praise, saying, "You knocked me off my feet, and now this is what I'm going to do for you, 'cause I love you." And with that, she slammed the golden buzzer, sending a shower of golden confetti down on him and launching him straight into the spotlight. Richard was left in awe, tears still streaming down his face as he told the crowd, "I've never even been on a plane. It was not on my radar to come to California. It's just a dream come true." Already humbled by the moment, Richard immediately called his fiancée, Angie, to share the big news. She was incredibly proud of him, though it was clear that, given his incredible voice, she wasn't the least bit surprised he earned the golden buzzer. Sadly, financial constraints meant she couldn't be there to witness the magic firsthand. The viral moment didn't go unnoticed. It quickly made its way to YouTube, where Richard's students from the school took to social media to show their unwavering support. One wrote, "I can't express with words how lucky I feel to be able to say that I am one of the kids who always told him how amazing his voice is. My favorite part of walking through the hallways in school is hearing this phenomenon. Richard, you are indeed a true hero." Another comment read, "He is the janitor at my twin school, West Vigo. They were screaming and crying tears of happiness for Mr. Richard last night with their friends. I was right there with them, as was the entire Vigo County community. We are so excited for him. It couldn't happen to a more humble and kind man. I can't wait for America to see what we Howdyon peeps have had the pleasure of seeing for 2 decades. Let's go, Mr. Richard." The overwhelming message was clear. Richard had not only earned the golden buzzer, but he had also touched the hearts of so many. His performance was more than just a song. It was a symbol of hope, perseverance, and a powerful reminder that dreams can come true, no matter where you come from or the obstacles you face. After the cameras stopped rolling, Richard made his way backstage, where he sat down for a private interview with the AGT producers. Still emotional, he shared, "I couldn't help but cry. I mean, me, you know? I'm just a regular person. I'm the guy that wipes down the tables, takes out the trash, and sweeps the floor." He paused for a moment and added, "I kept on singing to the kids. I kept doing what I do. I mean, 'Don't Stop Believin' has kind of been a mantra. I got a golden buzzer." Richard reflected on his humble beginnings, recalling, "I was that kid up in my bedroom with the Radio Shack stereo. My favorite thing was just to sit up and listen to my music, and I'd just belt it out." The journey he had taken to get here was full of perseverance, and it was clear that this moment on the AGT stage was more than just a dream come true. It was a manifestation of his passion. Of course, with the rise in fame came some criticisms. One Reddit user shared their opinion, writing, "I know a lot of people love Richard on Reddit because his voice is very good and he doesn't have a sob story. I don't know though. But I don't really like his voice that much. No, I don't want every single sob story to get golden buzzers because it's been getting ridiculous. But Richard's voice underwhelmed me a bit. But not as much as you think. You can say in the comment that it's impressive for a guy in his mid-50s, which it is, but let's see how he does in the semis." While not everyone was entirely enamored with his performance, the negative feedback was to be expected. Fame and public opinion often come with both praise and criticism. However, Richard's recognition continued to grow rapidly, and he was overwhelmed by the outpouring of support after the show aired. "After the show has aired, there has been so much support," he told WTWO-TV. "I cannot answer all of the messages that have come across, like thousands and thousands." Richard's bandmate Tom Greenberg wasn't surprised by the immense reaction to his performance. "I knew that was coming," he said. "He deserved it. He's just so good, and Journey, I mean, you throw him on a Journey song and he's just the best of the best. He's just a perfect Journey singer." For Tom, Richard's talent was undeniable, and it was clear that this was only the beginning of a much larger journey for his bandmate. America's Got Talent took another step to ensure Richard's journey to the competition was smooth, announcing that they would cover all of his expenses for the upcoming stages of the competition. Given that Richard is a janitor and doesn't have a high income, the financial burden of travel, accommodation, and other expenses would have been overwhelming without this support. However, there was still a sense of uncertainty about how Richard would be able to make it to the next level, especially as rumors began to swirl that he might perform with his band in the finals. That's when Chris Burson, a fellow resident of Terre Haute, Indiana, stepped in to help. Chris launched a GoFundMe campaign to gather support for Richard's trip, writing, "Let's give Terre Haute, Indiana's AGT Golden Buzzer winner, our support." Richard Goodall traveled to the first competition alone on his first ever flight. This August, he returns for 10 days to compete at the next level. Your generosity will allow him to have a worry-free experience financially, with family to accompany him and whatever else he might need. While his travel and accommodations are covered, his support group and other expenses are not. The response from the community was nothing short of remarkable. The campaign, which launched on May 30th, 2024, quickly went viral, and by July 19th, 2024, it had surpassed its goal of $19,000. The outpouring of support not only ensured Richard's family could accompany him, but also allowed him to focus on his performance without financial concerns weighing on him. This collective effort highlighted the deep appreciation and love from fans, many of whom viewed Richard as an inspiration. Despite his growing fame, Richard remained the humble janitor from Terre Haute. He expressed, "How could I possibly become a diva type of person? I'm not. That is not going to happen. I am not a fancy person. I never have been, and I never will be. I am a basic person, just like everyone else." His down-to-earth nature resonated with many, further endearing him to his supporters. As of now, Richard's AGT audition video has amassed over 19 million views on YouTube, becoming the highest-viewed video of the season. His incredible talent, combined with his humility, has captured the hearts of millions. However, America's Got Talent only revealed part of his story. There's much more to Richard's journey than what has been shown on screen, and his fans are eager to learn more about the struggles and challenges that led him to this point. The journey to America's Got Talent, struggles and challenges. While Richard's AGT moment may seem like a dream come true, it's important to understand the challenges he has faced along the way. Richard Goodall's rise to fame is a testament to perseverance, resilience, and unwavering determination. Even in his mid-50s, he never gave up on his dream of sharing his voice with the world. His journey was driven by a lifelong passion for music, and he found his platform in America's Got Talent, which would finally give him the opportunity he had always dreamed of. In 2009, Richard took a bold step by auditioning for AGT, full of hope and expectations. He was ready to showcase his musical talents, but despite his best efforts, he didn't make it past the first round in Chicago. This rejection was a crushing blow for him, and Richard was heartbroken. However, instead of allowing this disappointment to define him, he chose to view it as a learning experience and an opportunity for growth. His resilience and optimism pushed him forward. Not one to give up easily, Richard decided to audition for The Voice. He poured his heart into his submission, sending in a video of himself singing the iconic Journey song, "Don't Stop Believin'." He hoped this time things would be different. But once again, Richard received a disappointing rejection. The email from The Voice read, "Thank you so much for auditioning in our virtual open call. Unfortunately, you will not be moving on to the next round. Please keep working, and we hope to see you again next season." The sting of this rejection was sharp, especially given the many positive comments he had received on social media. For a moment, it felt as though his dream was slipping further away and the praises seemed hollow. In the face of this, Richard experienced a period of self-doubt and frustration. He turned to social media to express his anger and disappointment, writing, "Just so everyone knows, I'm worthy of The Voice, but I'll try for AGT. But regular people just don't cut it in this world. Love you all for your support, Richard Goodall." His words sparked an outpouring of support from his fans, who reassured him that his talent was undeniable. One commenter wrote, "It's not that you're not good enough. They just look at it like you're not the young classic standard they need. Bullshit 'cause you sing amazingly." Another supporter said, "Biggest mistake The Voice ever made. You are incredible." Despite the setbacks, Richard remained hopeful, always reminding himself that he had what it took to succeed. The encouragement from his students at school was a constant source of motivation. They repeatedly told him how great his voice was, and this support kept his spirits high. Over time, Richard's persistence paid off. His journey took a new turn when his cover of "Don't Stop Believin' by Journey went viral, capturing the attention of thousands on the internet. This unexpected success brought him closer to his ultimate goal, taking the stage on America's Got Talent. The journey had been long and fraught with challenges, but Richard's story was a testament to the power of perseverance. It wasn't just about his talent, it was about his refusal to give up no matter how many obstacles came his way. His path to AGT was built on years of hardship, self-doubt, and relentless belief in his abilities, all of which made his eventual success even more inspiring. In 2022, Richard Goodall experienced a viral moment that would change his life forever. During a fifth-grade graduation celebration at Davis Park Elementary School, the teachers asked Richard to perform a song for the students at the end of the talent show. While he typically sang "God Bless the USA" by Lee Greenwood, this time he chose the empowering anthem "Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, a song he felt would inspire the students to keep believing in their dreams. Dressed casually in jeans, sneakers, a ball cap, and with a large set of keys hanging from his belt, Richard took the stage. As the familiar music began to play, his golden voice filled the room, instantly captivating the audience. The students, though not fully able to appreciate the depth of his performance, couldn't help but get caught up in the energy of the moment. They waved their arms and jumped to their feet, dancing along to the powerful song. The adults in the crowd were visibly impressed, and one person near the camera couldn't contain her surprise, exclaiming, "Oh God!" after the first line of the song. Mariah Denahai, who worked with one of the students with special needs, was so moved by Richard's performance that she decided to record it. Without Richard knowing, she later posted the video on TikTok. The clip quickly gained traction, showcasing not only Richard's raw talent, but also the depth of his musical abilities. The next day, as Richard went about his usual duties, Mariah informed him that the video had already garnered over 100,000 views. By the end of the week, it had surpassed 1 million views, and people were in awe of the janitor who possessed such an incredible voice. Richard was taken completely by surprise. "I've never had this kind of response. I don't know what to think of all this," he admitted, still in disbelief. While he had been posting on his own TikTok page, none of his videos had come close to reaching this level of attention. This performance, however, turned out to be his big break. He had simply been hoping to motivate the audience with the lyrics of the song, never imagining that the world would take notice of his talent. What started as a simple performance for a group of students had transformed into a viral sensation that would change the course of his life forever. The sudden surge in popularity from Richard Goodall's viral moment opened doors to unprecedented opportunities. His performance caught the attention of key figures in the music industry, one of whom was Steve Perry, the legendary former lead singer of Journey and co-writer of "Don't Stop Believin'." Perry was so moved by Richard's rendition of the song that he shared his admiration publicly. On June 29th, Perry tweeted, "I love this," and also commented the same on TikTok, where Richard had reposted the video. Richard was astounded to receive such a personal acknowledgement from someone he had long admired. He immediately expressed his gratitude, replying to Perry, "I love your music, sir. Thank you for commenting. This means so much to me." Thank you. The attention didn't stop there. Richard's performance continued to gain traction, and his list of supporters grew by the day. The official Journey TikTok account reposted Richard's video, showing their support. But the most unexpected and surreal moment came when Howie Mandel, a judge on America's Got Talent, reacted to Richard's video with an enthusiastic endorsement. Richard needs to be on AGT. At first, Richard was skeptical. He thought it might be a fake account trying to deceive him, so he didn't get too excited. However, once he confirmed it was real, he was overwhelmed with joy. It felt like a dream coming true, as this was the kind of recognition that could propel him to the next level. As if that wasn't enough, Richard was given the incredible opportunity to perform alongside Rudy Cardenas, an American Idol finalist, on August 27, 2022. Rudy had seen Richard's viral video and was so impressed that he invited Richard to join him on stage for a performance. Richard shared this exciting news with his fans, keeping them updated on the event's time and location. This performance with Cardenas marked another milestone in Richard's journey, and it was an experience he would forever cherish. What began as a simple talent show performance had now evolved into a whirlwind of incredible opportunities, all thanks to his unforgettable voice and the love and support from fans. Despite receiving numerous invitations to perform on stage, singing alongside Rudy Cardenas was a particularly special experience for Richard. Standing before a large crowd, Richard reflected on his humble beginnings and marveled at how far he had come. Before they started singing, Rudy introduced Richard in a heartfelt manner, acknowledging his incredible talent. Together, the two created a magical moment, inspiring the audience to believe in their dreams. Richard's collaboration with Rudy was a living testament to the idea that dreams really do come true. If you dream it, you will have it. Later that day, Richard shared a video of their performance on Instagram, along with a caption filled with gratitude. "An absolutely awesome day. Thank you to the Drake family for setting this up. Jeff Gindhart and Chelsea for being my brother from another mother and filming me. And the whole Mill staff, the awesome band, and my Terre Haute friends in the audience. I hope more to come. Still enjoying the ride, y'all. Richard and Angie." The unexpected fame also positively impacted his band, Menopause. Suddenly, the band started receiving offers to perform at local bars, a level of recognition they had never experienced before. They eagerly accepted every offer, quickly filling their calendar with gigs. Fans who came to see the band were blown away by Richard's vocal talent and stage presence, showering him with praise and admiration. Richard couldn't help but share the band's success on Instagram, saying, "And just like that, we are booked every weekend in July. Thank you to the Broken Rock Band for their awesome hard work, and the band manager for working on getting the gigs. See you folks Saturday night at Archie's Sports Bar at 7:30, don't miss a note." Since Mariah Denahai posted the initial video of Richard's Don't Stop Believin' cover on TikTok, it has gone viral, amassing over 10 million views. Richard's newfound fame also led to appearances on news outlets like ABC News, where he humbly expressed his gratitude. "It's humbling and fun, but I'm still the same person I've always been. I'm just me, you know." Richard's journey from a local performer to a viral sensation not only fulfilled his dreams, but also inspired countless others to believe in their own possibilities. This response revealed Richard's true character. Despite his newfound fame, he remained grounded and humble, continuing his work as a janitor. In an interview, Richard reflected on the many opportunities his band had received and the incredible response from Steve Perry. "I was nearly in tears because this is the music I grew up with, the artists I listened to. I have no formal training. As a kid, I surrounded myself with speakers in my bedroom, turned on the radio, and just sang along," he shared. His deep appreciation for the recognition from a legend like Perry spoke to the impact of his musical journey, one born from passion rather than formal instruction. When asked about how he balanced his love for singing with his job as a school janitor, Richard humbly responded, "I'm not just the guy who wipes tables and takes out the trash. I want people to smile and be happy." His devotion to his work, combined with his heartfelt desire to inspire others, was evident in his choice to perform Don't Stop Believin'. Richard explained, "I wanted to inspire my students to never stop believing in themselves and to chase their dreams." His decision to take the stage was more than just a performance. It was a message for others to hold on to their dreams, no matter the odds. It was clear that Richard was not just an ordinary janitor. He was a man with an extraordinary heart, determination, and a profound desire to make a positive impact on the world around him. However, while his rise to fame had its challenges, it was nothing compared to the tragedy that would strike him in 2021, marking the beginning of yet another difficult chapter in his life. Richard's journey to fame has been both heartwarming and poignant, marked by triumphs, deep personal losses, and a new chapter of love and success. The world first saw Richard as the humble janitor with an extraordinary voice, and his talent quickly turned into viral fame. But his story behind the scenes is one of resilience and transformation. Before his rise to fame, Richard was married to Patricia Sue, a devoted wife who was a constant source of support for him throughout their 30-year relationship. The couple shared many cherished moments with their social media accounts full of photos from holidays and special events, underscoring their deep bond. However, life took a tragic turn when Patricia was diagnosed with cancer. Despite her strength and efforts to fight the disease, it took a devastating toll, and she passed away in June 2021 at the age of 74. Richard's grief was palpable, and he shared his heartbreak with the world on Instagram, admitting how difficult it was to cope with the loss of his beloved wife. Cancer is like getting punched in the gut, falling to the ground, then told to get back up and start all over, he expressed in his emotional post. Despite the immense pain of losing Patricia, Richard's story didn't end in sorrow. By 2022, he had found love again with Angie, a woman who would help him heal and bring a new sense of joy into his life. Richard shared a photo of them together, captioning it with, "Fun night with my Lane at Taco Tequilas," which showcased their clear affection for each other. This new relationship marked a fresh start for Richard, both in his personal life and in his career. Richard's journey to fame, fueled by his performance on America's Got Talent and his viral TikTok video, serves as a testament to his resilience and the power of following one's dreams, even in the face of hardship. His story resonates with many as a reminder that it's never too late to chase your passions, find love again, or change the course of your life. As Richard continues to share his talents with the world, his journey is one of both inspiration and hope, proving that dreams can come true no matter the obstacles along the way. What are your thoughts on Richard's journey to fame? Let us know in the comments below.